Hi everyone. Today's video, we're going to look at purchase orders in Skyward. So for this example that we're running through today, we're going to assume this is your first time in the system. So if you need assistance with logging in, go check out the other video for getting logged into the system and information about the employee access side of things. For purchasing, you will need to be in the administrative access section of Skyward or that module. So you've been entrusted with having access to requesting that the district purchase items, that you enter purchase orders and then make a request for the district office to order those goods for you by issuing a purchase order, which is the only approved purchasing process if you do not use a purchase card or if we otherwise have an agreement to charge for a business. So, but those are very limited for most circumstances. If you need something ordered with district funds, this is how that is going to take place. So like I said, you land on the employee access side. This drop down right here next to our little house is going to show you how you can move back and forth between these two sides of the house. You will also see your menu update with both of these sides. So there's the employee access side and the administrative access side. So you can see those menu options there as well. If I go to administrative access, it looks very plain. This is our first time logging in, so there's no tiles populated because you get to choose what this looks like. But like I said, our menu is updated now to the administrative side, and I am going to go to my purchase orders to enter a purchase order. Navigating the system, there is a more menu option when you get into these particular sections. You can always add a tile to your dashboard. So now if I add this tile and save it, when I go home, I now have my purchase orders tile here for easy access. And the 0 is because I haven't entered none. This updates in real time. So if you have 2 purchase orders, it will update to 2. That update can change depending on whether or not you have it filtered for different statuses. So whether it has been, if it's unsubmitted, waiting for approval, if it's been in a batch process, meaning that it's made its way through the approval process and it's waiting to be invoiced, or if it has been officially opened and sent to the vendor. So you can always filter to look at all of them, some of them, whatever you prefer. Here we're going to add a purchase order, this little green button in the right-hand side. And this is just a purchase order kind of cover sheet, if you wanted to think of it that way. I can select my purchasing group. So depending on my role in the district, I would be assigned to a particular type of purchase group. So if I wanted to, in this example, I am a CTE teacher, so I'm going to be purchasing something for my CTE classroom. My vendor, this vendor is a district-wide list. So just for today's example, we are going to put just in whoever. So let's look, we're going to put this one here just for an example. And then the description is just going to kind of be a generic idea of what it is we're ordering. So we're ordering materials for classroom instruction. And then it auto-fills with our user initials. And then you can tell it where you want it to ship to. So if it needs to go to a different building or maybe ship to the district office for some reason, you can change that. It'll put who it's attention to, and then you can set a due date if you're needing this immediately or if it's something that can be put off to the future. After I have my cover sheet ready to go, I can attach any documentation that I have to support my order. So if I know if I got a particular quote, then I would want to attach that quote here. So if you're doing this from your phone, you can take a picture, add the picture to the PO. If you're at your desk and you have a scanned PDF, you can attach it here as well. So I'm going to add detail to my purchase order. And this is where I'm going to lay out the individual items that I'm ordering. So from this vendor, maybe I am going to order a certain type of supply, and I need 50 of these, and they are $5 each, and it's going to total that for me. And then as I entered each line item, I would just save and add another up here at the top. So I can enter in each item it is that I'm wanting to order. That way the vendor can look at the purchase order, see the particular items you're wanting, how much of each item you're wanting, and the quoted price. So you can see that there. And then under our account numbers, depending on the purchasing group that you are in, that is going to determine which account numbers you see. So for this particular purchasing group, because of my authority level, I have different accounts I can choose from, but this is going to be for, let's see, so these are student activities, but I want to get to our CTE instructional lines. So along the bottom, you will see these little arrows where I can toggle back and forth to the different pages. I can also update the number of records I want to look at one time so I can see more, but I'm going to go to our CTE, and let's say this is for automotive shop supplies. And then I want all $250 of that to be allocated to this particular fund. If I needed to split that, maybe 50% is coming from one area, and then another 50% is coming from one of my colleagues' budgets. I will select theirs, and then the other 50%, and it's going to split that out. So you can add as many splits as you need to. And then if I save and add another item, I'm going to get a warning for a short while because our budgets are not yet up to date, but you can always click through a yellow warning. It will stop you on a red one, but you can click through a yellow and it will let you continue. And now I'm going to enter in my second item that I want, and I only need 10 of these, but they are $10 each. And that's going to bring forward the same account numbers that I chose on the first item, so I can change it, update it, however I need it to be. If I don't want to split this and 100% of it is going to go to this fund, I can update that and it will put that in that particular fund. So once I'm done, I would save and submit this. At that point, it's going to go up the food chain through the authorization process. And you'll be able to see that in real time. You can log in at any point and check the status of your purchase orders and see where they're at in the pipeline, whether they've been ordered, etc. So that information is available in real time. The next thing I wanted to show you is our e-commerce feature, which currently is live with Amazon. But as we add new vendors, you will see that populate here. But let's say I'm going to purchase something for a student club. It's in, oops, if I can get this to go through. So let's do our high school purchase order group. For this one, I'm going to shop online, and it's going to update my vendor list to those vendors I can shop online with. So if I want to order something from Amazon, this is going to be a test. I'm going to save and add detail. And at this point, the system is going to take me out to the Amazon website. And then I'm going to look for the supply that I need. So just for example, I'm going to be looking for pens. I would add the item that I want. I'm going to order 2 packs of these. I go to my cart, and then I proceed to checkout. It's going to give you some opportunity to update information about the order. So if I need to change where it's shipping to, I would want to do that on the Amazon site. Any shipping information you put in here is going to override whatever is in Skyward. But if this looks good, I'm going to submit the order for approval. It will then take me back to Skyward, and it is going to enter for me everything that I ordered from Amazon. So it has the catalog number. I wanted 2 of those packs of pens. They were $6.79 a piece, which gives me $13.58 total. It gives a description, and all I need to do is select the account number. So if this was for just instructional supplies or whatever it may be, I add the account, and then I can save and submit that. At that point, it goes to our purchasing office through the approval process. If everything's approved, Amazon gets notification that will automatically be ordered and shipped out as you requested. So that's e-commerce. We're excited for that feature. We're excited for the purchasing process in general. If you have any questions, if you can't find something, your account numbers don't look right, or you run into any problems, we do ask that you use our Google form to submit issues. That way we can track them and anyone on the team can respond rather than just maybe the one person that you are emailing. So to do that, just go to our website, usd503.org, scroll to the very bottom. If you select Forms, it's going to land you on this page where you will select the Skyward Employee Feedback/Issues form, and then you can put in your info and the report and issue, whether that's with purchasing, your personal employee payroll information, support that online form. That way we can assist you as best as possible. So like I said, if you have any questions, do feel free to reach out, and hope you guys have a positive experience, and we're excited to have you guys use our new system. Thank you.